us. We just started this last year with the help of Gordon Penfold and Gary McIntosh. They came to us. They said, we got this idea. Would you guys be the beta test for us? You and the Wesleyans, you can get together. You're almost the same. So why don't you hang out together for a week with us, with some of your turnaround pastors, and we'll put them through some intensive training. So we brought 15 pastors together. There were 6 Wesleyans and 6 Church of God, and then there was a Nazarene and a Baptist, and I guess there were 7 Church of God folks. We're going to give ourselves an up there. But anyway, there were 15 of us, and who gathered together for a week and did some. And while we were there, we got some basic training provided, which was fantastic. These guys stayed at our camp, which was rustic. That's a nice way of saying run down, but rustic. They felt like they were in a boot camp situation, and they ate camp food, and they worked together, and they just soaked in all this stuff, all this important information, and it really, really made a difference for them. It also gave them an opportunity to create a network of peers, and that we found was tremendous. In fact, these guys hived off into 2 groups, and for this last year, they've been meeting every month with each other to talk about what it means to be a turnaround pastor and to review what they'd learned and how are we putting that into practice. Additionally, Gordon and Gary have also met with them online a few times and through the time and helped them out that way. We found that to be a tremendous opportunity. It's raised the level of expectation for our pastors. Let me tell you a quick story about Bob. Bob's one of our pastors. He took a church in Amish country. It doesn't get more backwoods than Amish country. Talk about stability. Talk about a place that doesn't change very much. And Bob took the church. The church was running about 120 when he arrived in early spring of last year. And then they had a fight. Poor Bob, he didn't even know what the fight was about. And with that left a big family, and so the church dwindled quickly. That didn't dwindle, it just siphoned out down into the 70s. So when Bob showed up for that boot camp, he had the deer in the headlight look, you know? He didn't know what he was going to do next. And he went through this boot camp, he hung in there and began to learn what he could. I met with this church, the leadership, and with the pastor about 6 months later, and they were so excited. They said, you wouldn't believe what's been happening. God is at work here. In fact, we're baptizing 13 people. Do your math on 70 people, 13 people being baptized in next week. And we've seen a 16% increase in our attendance. God is at work doing something great. So we felt like boot camp, even though we don't really have statistics, we have some anecdotal things, but the boot camp has given us an opportunity to bring pastors together in some significant ways and kind of give them that head start into turnaround.